Hey Soul Tribe, welcome to your week ahead reading. We're going to have a look at what it is you could be expecting over the next 5 to 7 days so that you can prepare for whatever may come at you this particular week. Right off the bat, this is our pre-shuffle. I get the sense that there's someone around you that they would love to have a second chance at you. You are really heavily on somebody else's mind. And this could have been somebody that you once had a relationship with. And it's sort of as though both of you had two completely different ideas as to what this relationship was supposed to be. Maybe you thought it was true love. This person tried to brush it off as though it didn't mean much to them. But you're not having any of it, especially since this person had left you out. Chances are there may be somebody coming back, and we'll have to see if it's going to be bringing you true love or is it going to bring you pure drama. So, if this sounds like you're reading, you're more than welcome to stick around. If we haven't met yet, my name is High Priestess Berries, psychic, medium, and divine channeler, hoping to bring you a message. Now, always remember, my messages are candid, unscripted, but they are also timeless, so please tap into your instincts, listen to your intuition. If there is anything that I talk about that doesn't make any sense, totally fine. Do not worry about it. This message may not be for you, but if it does resonate, please let me know by subscribing and share your situation in the comments below. Perfect. What do we have after we go to shuffle? Tension, stressed out, migraines, worry. What's underneath that? Feminine energy. I feel like you guys for this week ahead, there could be a little bit of this, it's almost like a polarity shift. I wouldn't necessarily be radically alarmed right off the bat. I feel like you've been so heavily in your masculine, trying to get things done, getting empowering through some difficult situations, but it feels like the divine wants to bring somebody in to help you. And it's the ultimate question of, is this going to help ease the tension or is this going to satiate? And I'm hearing cure any kind of tension, but let's go ahead and cut and we'll dive into the reading and we're going to have a look at, first of all, like, where did you leave yourself off in the previous week, just to figure out where it is that in terms of your personal story. We'll also ask, what is the intention that you want to have as you kick off the week, just sort of an idea of what it is you'd like to make the most of the week of, whether if you know or don't know what's happening, we will find out here in a moment. We'll also see what kind of mood you are in and what it is that you're working through on the 3D. And what's kind of cool about this reading, halfway through, we're going to split the timelines because all of you have different experiences ahead of you. And we'll play a little intuitive game to give you a chance to feel confident about what timeline you could be on. But what do we have after we go to shuffle? Archangel Michael. Wow, you are beyond divinely protected right now. Protection from harm, divine intervention. It's underneath here. Masculine energy. Whoa. I feel like you guys are going to realize this week how much you might have dodged a bullet, especially if you've been feeling so much subconscious tension. Remember where we saw that Divine Feminine card a little bit earlier? You've been picking up on something. You've been picking up on this person. And I think a few of you might have been a little bit confused because it's sort of like, yeah, I know I've got stuff going on in the real world. Why is it getting me down so much? This is why. And I feel like Michael is here to give you a few answers and to let you know that you are so protected right now. Like, I really have to emphasize, you have been heavenly protected. My God. Okay, what just happened? Like, legal. This came up in the exact same spot in the previous week. This is no coincidence. You guys have been wrapping up accounts, closing down old karmic debts. This could be literally paying off a credit card if that's the case. Awesome. That must feel super good right now. Others of you having to move, closing up legal agreements, and for a few of you, making an agreement with the universe that you'd like to have a better life for yourself. Many of you have been making the official intention to start something brand new, to have a better life, to move forward with things. But what is your intention as you kick off the week? Because I feel like this is still pending. That's the problem with anything that is legal, whether that's spiritually legal or physically. It's not just one and done as much as we'd like it to. So it feels like you are kind of dragging through some pretty dense situations right now. What is your intention for the week? Psychopath. Lovely. Abusive, conniving, unpredictable. Okay, we're gonna confirm this little bastard right here. So naturally, I'm going to grab the pulp tarot. Can you tell me a little bit about this psychopath? Because in some ways, it's as though the veil has gotten very thin, and your perception of reality is beginning to make a little bit more sense. You've had a very difficult time trying to see a past situation for what it is. And for some of you, this legal situation is to figure out a way how to get from this person. I think a few of you have been seeking out some advice in order to learn how to deal with somebody who is conniving and unpredictable. This could be a karmic feminine, especially since we saw divine feminine. We have divine masculine. Like, I kind of want to show divine masculine right here. This is what the energy you have had to embody in order to protect yourself. I feel like something's actually really paying off. I feel like this psychopath has had a real grip on you and has been really trying to push a narrative onto you. What do we have at the base? Page of Cups. Page of Cups along with Seven of Cups. This is a confusing person. This is somebody that keeps coming back, acting as though everything's hunky dory. They want to be with you. They want to hang out. They seem sweet. That's a problem. Like, this is their true nature, but they're really good at looking like this. Like, what's the problem, guys? But what do we have at the top over here? Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Like, this doesn't quite feel fully like a divorce. This could also be divorcing yourself from a situation metaphorically. Like, you're seeing someone for who it is. And if you're still not certain, there's a little bit of a test within here that the universe is giving you a chance to see who this individual truly is, because you are very protected. There's something about you having to put somebody else through a test in order for their true colors to be known. And this Queen of Pentacles, like, you're a very nurturing person, but there's an ask right now to maybe start withholding your energy, really focusing on yourself. That was the key component of last week's message. This is wife energy. And you could be a dude and still have that wifey type energy. But there's some kind of test within here where you're beginning to realize, if I don't give to this person, how are they going to react? And that could make somebody extremely nervous, which would make a lot of sense why some of you are getting some advice. This could be HR, talking to human resources about a coworker who is just borderline creepy. I don't like this energy, but this is the type of person, because they can put on the I was just kidding. Like, what's the big deal? Like, they're very manipulative. Like, I'm actually glad that this reading is coming out, because to get through situations like this is no picnic. What's your mood? Like, what are you kind of hoping and dreading about this week? Let's have a look at your emotional state. Nightlife, striptease, gamble, Vegas. I'm actually more drawn to the word gamble, but let's get some clarity on that. Um, there's this feeling like, if you can get this person out of your life, you're going to have so much to celebrate. I think a few of you are trying to anchor in a goal. It's sort of as though, if I can actually see this person, the situation for who it is that they actually are, I'm totally going to take myself out on a town. Like, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to blow off some steam. Three of Pentacles. Like, I love this deck. Like, the Pulp Tarot is just super melodramatic. Like, you notice, like, the red hand here, someone getting caught red-handed. In many ways, you've already made the intention that things need to be orchestrated in a very, very specific way in order to make sure that you can deal with this person, especially if they've been part of your assets, they've been living with you at home. Again, I have seen this as sort of like a coworker situation. I was just like, let's just, yeah, no, like, let's not deal with this fucker right now. What do we have right here? Six of Pentacles. I think a few of you are still trying to find the financial resources that you need to make sure that you can feel safe and secure moving away from this person. you've been very generous with this individual, and chances are they've actually put you into debt and they've made you low key afraid that if you don't focus on them, you're going to lose everything. Let's get another. There we go. Three of swords. Like no coincidence. We have a lot of pentacle energy. This is someone who's within your physical environment, someone who's really messed with your money and even your idea of what money is supposed to be. Because in some ways, this person may ask for some compensation, whether if it's reasonable or not. That's why you're talking to this person. You are doing a good job seeking out legal advice, and I actually feel like you're not going to sort of like I don't feel like you're really going to your friends. It's sort of as though I can go to my friends, but my friends gave me advice that landed me here. I need to talk to someone who actually knows what it is that they're doing. What is it that you're going to be working through in the 3D this week? Possibilities. Like, despite how heavy this person is, how much like this person has taxed your soul like absolute crazy, and it's drowned out your ability to dream in order to, because this is make up your mind, believe in yourself. This person's gotten in the way of your ability to think of a life outside of them. And there's an ask this week, manifest your way out of this from a 3D perspective, but also the fifth dimensional perspective. That's why I do like seeing this nightlife card right here. You're already trying to figure out when I have my assets and my resources away from this person who's draining me, what kind of possibilities could I have? What do you have at the base? Seven of Cups. Like that this is what was showing up with our little psychopath right here, strength. Um this person, it's sort of like they only gave you certain amount of options. You know, they did a real good job making you feel like you only had three options, for example, when really you're opening up a brand new timeline where you can actually start thinking about things that you want, not going along with this person just because why not? In a lot of ways, you're learning to establish yourself in your own masculine energy. What do we have? Temperance. I love it. Part man, part woman. Oh, angel. I love this card. I love this deck so much. But this is why I'm seeing this masculine and feminine rebalancing. You've allowed a lot of people to take advantage of your kindness and your generosity, your feminized energy. And now that your masculine energy is starting to kick in and you feel as though you're an authority, all these possibilities are opening up to you. There we go, Five of Swords. Like, you are probably going to still struggle with feeling like what you truly want is not possible. And that's okay. In a lot of ways you're going through a very challenging timeline right now, but this is a timeline that Michael here, Michael there. Like we got a masculine energy, we had the feminine energy a little bit earlier, and two indications of Archangel Michael. Um I think that you've got someone in your life who's mirroring you. This could be a divine counterpart. And if not, it's just this lovely sandwich. You have a lovely, delightful spiritual sandwich that is protecting you at this time. Sandwiches. So it's going to be very important, guys, this week. Keep up your vibration. Find ways to have a sense of humor about the situation and really start thinking about what life would be like if you were unencumbered. So, we're going to split the timeline over here, and we're going to be using this split to figure out how others could be acting and reacting, how you are acting and reacting. And then we'll also ask the ultimate question, TGIF, will it be a good Friday? So, and by the way, guys, if you're really enjoying this, if this is really resonating with you, I really appreciate if you take the moment to like this video. It lets others know that these messages are available, and sharing is caring after all. But here's how the game is played. So we got two cards here with two animals, fox spirit and otter spirit. Oh, they're both so cute, both so adorable. But you're going to be picking between the otter and the fox spirit, and whichever one that lands on which pile, that is going to determine what timeline you're going to be on. I know they're both so cute, they're both so adorable, but just focus on fox, otter. Three, two, one, bam, done. That's all you get to do to decide. Who do we have right here? Pile number one, you are going to be otter spirit. You are never alone. And then the fox people, thinking on your feet, you are going to go to pile two. Check out the timestamps below to get your specific message. All right, pile one, we have otter spirit. You are never alone. This animal guide really wants to remind you before we dive in, while it may look like you are on your own with this, you are on a timeline that a lot of other folks have gone through, and you're being encouraged right now before we move forward. Take some time to show a little gratitude for yourself. You may have had people around you who've made you feel lonely, as though you can't go at it alone. And I'm here to tell you, those people are liars. What do we have at the base of the deck over here before we go to cut? We've got the Knight of Pentacles. This is an energy that actually has been stalling you. Whether this is stalling you at work or trying to pile on tasks, especially if this person, if they have been sick or they've been trying to make their problems your problems, they have been a little bit addicted to how helpful you have been. But underneath there, oh, okay, we've got, oh, Two of Cups, and along with Strength, I'm hearing there's some primal forces at play with what you're going to be learning about yourself this particular week, but there's an incentive in here. If you can figure out how to get rid of this psychopath energy from your life, you're going to be able to protect yourself with future soulmates because you'll know the next person who comes in, you'll have zero tolerance for it. And that's the gift that keeps on giving. That's how Archangel Michael is working with you at this time. After I go to cut the lovers. Oh my God, guys. Like this is powerful. Along with Knight of Wands. Like your incentive, pile one, you delightful, sweet, cute little otters, you are not alone. I actually feel like you are magnetizing a new relationship into your life. And this is somebody, they've gone through exactly what it is that you have gone through. I'm hearing you're going to find a kindred spirit. So, how are the energies going to be behaving outside of you? How are other people reacting? Queen of Cups. I'm gonna clarify just because I can, but right off the bat with this Queen of Cups, okay, I'm gonna grab the Pulp Tarot. There's a little bit of sort of don't leave me because you need me. I'm trying to figure out if this is the karmic person that you are trying to get out of your life or if you're magnetizing somebody in. And part of the reason I'm confused is because you will look at this situation in probably a similar way. They kind of act like that person. They may look like that person. Maybe they have the exact same name. I don't know. And it's one of these feelings where if you're really attuned to your soul and your feminine energy is activated, so you're in deep receptivity from God, from the divine, you're going to be able to see this through. I got the Eight of Pentacles right here, and I actually had to pause myself. And it's kind of weird to try and look at this particular energy just because you are trying to walk away from a situation and you're trying to manifest a new way of being, a new type of relationship, because I do see like we got the lovers right here, and we got somebody who's coming in very quickly. Like, what's underneath here? In some ways, they're looking for the right opportunity, but they are stuck in their own karma. So you're mirroring this person. So that's why this individual, this Queen of Cups, this is somebody who's putting on a show. This is the person you were trying to get away from. Like you're confused for a very, very good reason. With the Eight of Pentacles, this is sort of, well, why don't we kick up a new project? Like, I'll draw you like one of my little French girls. This person may try to resurrect this dynamic with you. Oh, and I kicked over the poor otters. I'm sorry, sweet little otter. You deserve way better. So pay attention to that. Seven of Cups, they're bringing way more confusion. What do we have up here? Eight of Wands. It's a little bit of a low-key tower feeling. What do we have? A Ten of Cups. Like, this is somebody, the the person who you're trying to get away from, look at their enthusiasm on this face. This looks a little bit forced. This is somebody who really thrives off of your enthusiasm. And it's sort of as though they're going to kind of, I'm sorry to say this, they're going to kind of snipe you. This is someone who does not get the memo with how much you do not wish to be with them. Like, this person's like kind of creepy. I don't blame you for wanting to get them out of your life. What they value as love is not the same currency as you. You were nice to them once and they fell in love with you way too quickly. And this person thinks that if they just do, oh, step A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, then I'll make them happy. Like, this person has no connection to their emotions whatsoever. They know how to act like the Queen of Cups, but they don't know how to be the Queen of Cups. And in a lot of ways, they're just really confused by you this particular week. How is it that you're responding to this person? Ace of Swords. In some ways, I feel like, oh, shit. I pulled it from this deck. Interesting. Yeah, this is clarity. Technically, it should sit over here, but I'm gonna like the we got clarity. In some ways, you're just being kind of guided off the bat. Just watch this person, how they're acting and reacting. Like, you're getting a lot of information, even if you're just kind of sitting there watching them do whatever it is that they're doing. What do we have? Two of swords. I'm so glad we got the ace there. Like, this is you taking the blinder off. This is you finally seeing a situation for what it actually is. Like, you've forgotten a lot. Like, you see these little drawings on the gal's arm. I don't know about you. I'm one of those people who used to always love like writing stuff on my hand before cell phones and smartphones were totally a thing. It's like short-term memory, long-term memory. And I feel like you kept leaving yourself clues behind as to why you kept getting stuck in situations like this, but the blinders are coming off. So we have to ask the ultimate question. Like, it seems as though you're being gifted a lot of opportunities to, in one way, go at it alone, knowing you're not actually alone. Because when you're in union of self and that lovely balance of your masculine and feminine energy, this person can't tap into you. In some ways, they have to come back and test the system just to prove, yeah, you know exactly what it is this person's like. So, TGIF, are you going to have a good Friday or not? Chunk. Emperor, whoa. Like, oh, this is you. You are a beast right here. This is sort of like, I now know how you play this game. Like, you're seeing this person as a player, and it's one of these things where you just don't want to play by their rules. They can't even listen to their own rules. But let's get some clarifying messages with the Emperor. Because I'm really drawn to the it's not a puzzle piece. That's so funny. It's like this person you thought they wanted to play chess, but they call this a puzzle piece, and it's just a recognition. Like, what? You don't even know how to play this game? You kept saying you were really good at this. Like, people are gonna really be showing their true colors to you this week, especially people who have taken advantage of your kindness. This is a huge cycle break that you're going to be able to free yourself from. There we go. What's at the base over here? Knight of Cups. Oh, I love this. Knight of Cups. Holy fuck. This comes back to what I was saying earlier with the lovers. You actually do have somebody who will be incoming, and it's one of these things where you had to free yourself of this energy. And I'm not saying it's going to be one and done Friday, this person just magically shows up. Like, that's just not how reality works. That is the work of, fantasy as opposed to reality. But in many ways, because you're feeling way more established, you can wait for this Knight of Cups to show up in the right time because you are accidentally repelling this incoming lover, this incoming relationship, soul dynamic. You notice all the wind, and it's sort of as though you've been so caught up in your thoughts. This energy has been trying to approach you for quite a while, but you haven't been calm enough to receive it because this little fucker keeps stirring you up, and your neuroregulation has been tampered with as a result. What do you have here? Page of Wands. This feels very playful, fun, true creativity. Like, I shuffled it away, but I had that Eight of Pentacles earlier, where it's sort of like, well, I'll work on being an artist with you, as opposed to let's just explore our artistry. There's a slight difference between the two. We got the moon. Like, There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on in your subconscious, and you don't see this coming. Like, the cards are giving you a bit of a sneak peek to give you an incentive to continue to move forward. Once you're free of this energy, this will be able to be welcomed in. So, let's get one final message from the universe. Let's go a little high vibe. Let's grab the Wizard of Azanon deck. What energy, what vibration is going to benefit you the most, pile one, you delightful, sweet little otters, for this particular week? The Spiral of Life. Momentum, opening, unfolding. Really welcome in a brand new reality. It's going to feel uncomfortable. It has to feel uncomfortable because the only way you're going to be able to embrace your brand new beginning is getting rid of the old template, welcoming in the brand new. Things are not going to feel linear and stuff may feel a little bit out of control, but that's a lot of you learning how to establish yourself in your masculine energy. You're learning how to take control and you're learning how to stabilize. Take advantage of the lessons this particular week. I really think you guys are going to be able to make the most of these lessons. I'm just saying. Well, everyone, thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for being so cute and adorable with your sweet little otterness. If this resonated with you, please make sure to like, comment on the video, share with a friend who you think could really use this advice. And otherwise, when I see you at the next one, I'm wishing you peace, love, and all the berries. Bye. All right, Foxy spirits, welcome to your second pile. Think on your feet. It's really funny. I have a German death music song. Du hast. Du hast mich. Like there is some angry, righteous undertow with your guys' timeline, and I love it. Like whatever it is that you're gonna have to work through this particular week, like thinking on your feet, and I think music is gonna be one of your greatest benefits as you like honestly dance through a lot of nonsense, a lot of bullshit. So at the base of the deck, before we jump into the latter part of your reading, we got the card of death. And I'm being told, look, that these are the Ascalotl, a masculine and a feminine Ascalotl. Since we have so much divine feminine, divine masculine unity energy, you are going through a rebirth. So it's going to be very important during this time that anchor yourself knowing that something good is coming from all of this, because underneath there we do have 10 of wands. It's going to feel a little bit overwhelming, but remember, beavers are dedicated, they are monogamous, and they're committed for life. So there's something about a life commitment coming through that is going to make all of this week, it's sort of as though if you got rid of your karma in a week, sort of like a week blowout sale, you're sparing yourself like 40 years of unhappy marriage. There's a version of you, like a future version of you, that will be able to look back on this part of your life and think, oh, thank God that that is over and I don't need to think about it. This does feel actually pretty good. So we are going to be asking for you guys, how are people acting outside of you? Like, how are the external people acting, reacting? How is it that you are acting and reacting in all of this? And then we'll ask the ultimate question, TGIF, will it be a good Friday? Because I feel like a few of you are going to be wanting to smoke a joint if you imbibe, but never get started on my account. What do we have at the base of the deck over here? 9 of Cups, along with 9 of Wands. Why is being happy so much work? And I think that is a legitimate question, especially if you've been trying so hard to make somebody else happy and you keep going back and you keep trying. You keep trying to work things out. You try to see it from their perspective. Like this relationship has gone round and round and round and round. And the one cool thing about whatever it is that you have been going through, it has taught you how to think on your feet, but there's something about anchoring yourself back in so that you don't get stirred up in your mental space, because you have had emphasis on the word mental. You've actually had somebody around you who has made you feel mentally ill, confused, annoyed, and made it very difficult for you to actually listen to your intuition. But you're growing through this. How's this external energy behaving? Ace of Pentacles. This is like, "Oh, let's maybe try this again." Like, I have all these question marks, and I'm gonna grab the pulp tarot to clarify, just because the pulp tarot is so delightfully melodramatic, just like me. And I feel like this person is going to accuse you of being the melodramatic one, accuse you of being the unreasonable one. And that like that hurts. Like that annoys the shit out of me if that's the kind of energy that they think they can say those mean things to you and get away with it. Like frogs and toads can be a sign of good luck leaping into your life, but I keep these in the upright, and I actually see it more though. It's this sort of slimy feeling, and like this pentacle is wrapped up, but it's on this toad's terms. Like they're trying a brand new beginning, but they're still making it on their own terms. So like get a little bit of clarity. Oh my God, I want to sneeze so bad right now. So, like, there is a lot of lies that this person has been stacking up in their life in order to keep things well in order. Like, this person has been doing a lot in the background. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Underneath there, we got the star. Like, they're trying to establish something based on a they're being very immature about it. It's this person has no foundation. It's sort of like, well, we'll just figure it out as we go. And there's actually no longevity. There's no plan to whatever it is that this person has. They just think that, oh, I'll buy a farm and things will magically grow. And it's like, you realize that you need to buy a tractor. You realize you need to buy seeds. You realize that you actually have to pay for all the water. And this person's sitting there going, but it's going to be so cool having a farm. We're gonna have all the parties on the farm. Like it's just, oh my God, this person's such a fucking airhead. I hope you're entertained. King of Wands. This is the controlling aspect of the person. This is the shadow aspect where they're really trying to control the situation, but they're actually trying to be stupid. This person gets away with a lot by pretending that they're dumb, and it's because I'm sorry, they don't respect you, so they think you're dumb, so they act dumb because yeah, like you get my point. This person's rude. Yeah, this person, the only way they know how to control their emotions and their sense of self-worth is through you. Like, albeit there's a reason why you keep going back to this person. You probably feel bad for them that they don't like themselves, but just cause through cause and effect and the way that this person has behaving and the way they regard you and treat you, like, they have no real sense of emotionality and they still depend on you. They would claim that this is self-love. Actually, this is technically yours. So, what is it? How are you reacting in this situation? King of Cups. Good for you. There's the cup. Like, this person will do whatever it takes to steal that cup off of your back. We got a King of Wands who skips over emotions and a King of Cups that has to learn how to find the balance of your thoughts versus your sense of emotions. There's a very delicate balancing act I sense for you guys who are being the foxes. And I think this weighs more heavily for those of you who need to actually consider the legal system. It could be, don't take this literally, that just kind of go along with it. It's sort of like if you've been, say, living with this person for 3 or 4 years and you declared taxes together, there's something about needing to wait it out until tax season filing so that at least you can get your proper taxation back, then break up with this person. Like, I'm not saying that's advice. I'm not even saying that's a good idea. But there's something about you have to wait for certain things within the 3D to work out in a particular way in order to ensure that you will be able to make a clean break from this situation, which is good. Like, that's a little bit of this King of Cups being a little bit more reserved with your energy, and in some ways not really giving any information to this person. They're trying to resurrect something with you with this Ace of Pentacles, and I feel like you're just not giving them the answer. You're just sort of being yourself, and it's just, I'm just going to be me, and I'm not going to say yes or no. And this could be a little bit difficult because I feel like maybe in the past someone, maybe this person, maybe never gave you a straight answer, and you're trying so hard to make sure that you're doing the right thing. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Like, this is a bit of a confirmation of that if you are taking the time to be a little bit cold, constructive criticism with yourself about what this is, you will continue to see the truth of what it is that's going on. Because Ace of Pentacles is very slow moving. What do you have at the top? Ten of Wands. I believe that was the beaver that was showing up a little bit earlier, but this is part of the transformation process. You have accrued a lot of karma with this person. And maybe a past version of you would have been like this King of Wands, just burn it all down, start again, not thinking about the long-term consequences, but it manifested this type of bullshit into your life. But the 10 of Wands along with 6, see, there's a little bit of a promise there. Yes, the burden is great right now, but if you're focused on your own emotions, you're taking care of yourself, making yourself the greatest priority, this is going to give you strength to bend time. Like, have you ever tried bending time? The way that you take advantage of that is to just be in the moment and make sure that you're focused on what is important to you. Whether if you do yoga on a daily basis, journaling, meditation, a new health regime, like if you're dedicating everything that is important to you, especially during this time period, and not giving any kind of emotional currency to whoever this person is, like, yeah, you are going to be burdened, but this is all part of the bigger picture so that you can learn how to make yourself the priority at all times so that you don't pile this on. So you can actually have a proper brand new beginning. So the ultimate question, there's a lot going on this particular week. This could span a couple of weeks. I feel as though this has been a nonstop loop. This has like been the same episode for several years. So in some ways, there's something very unique about this episode. But what kind of Friday are you gonna have? King of Pentacles? Wow. Like you're on a journey of self-establishment. Like the only king we have not seen is the King of Swords. We saw Queen of Swords. This is being introspective. This is being honest with yourself about what it is you truly want. Write that shit down. Stay accountable. You're going to start realizing how much of your assets, your self-worth, and even your own passion projects, how much you overfed this person. Like this is a very fat king of wands. Like it's sort of as though like I'm not going to body shame, like I'm obese, but there's something about this person, they don't feel great about themselves and they try so hard to cover themselves in platitudes, and there's this recognition of you've been overfeeding this person. They've been gorging on your energy. In some ways they don't actually need you, all you need is yourself. And there's a reason why they keep coming back to you. It's sort of as though, I hate to call you this, but your energy has become like junk food to them. And that stuff's for you. Only you should be consuming your own energy. Only you should be concerned about your physical assets on this level. This person's been controlling, and you're going to be finding a semblance of self control, self discipline, and also self worth throughout this entire week. Wow. So let's get one final card. We'll get the Wizard of Azenon deck. What is the best frequency for my sneaky little foxes to embody as they quietly move through this very challenging situation? I'm hearing secrecy is your best weapon at this time. You go that. Oh, can you feel this? This is the auric cleansing, replenishment, renewal, and restoration. There is a promise within here that you will be restored all that was taken from you. A lot of your assets and your energy and your talents and skills have been given over to others and they have not used your energy wisely. I feel as though you're going to get your energy repoed and returned back to you. Start each morning with the intention that it is a fresh day. The past does not need to hold you back, and the future is not yet written. And you will be able to transmute this very challenging situation and find yourself on top. I'm just saying. Wow. Well, foxes, wherever it is that you are at, I sincerely hope that this helped. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you found this useful, please let me know by liking and commenting below. And if you need some more support on this journey, you probably might need it. I'd be more than honored to help you out. So make sure that you subscribe. And until I see you at the next one, I'm wishing you peace, love, and all the berries. Bye.